heard that you are wanting to manifest something, you have tried everything as we talked about it before, but still the circumstances don't change. What is it that you're doing wrong? See, you guys, life is not really a battle, as Florence Scovel will put it. And the only thing that sometimes you gotta do is just release the battle. Let me explain. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nea, and on this channel we talk everything about manifestation, esotericism, and so much more. And if you want extra content, you find it on Patreon as with a community and a chat dedicated where we give motivation to each other. Join the community, the link is down below. And for all my services, the link is down below as well, because I reopened just coaching for a tiny bit of just a little bit. And it's going to be there until the end of the month. Then it's going to go away again. Doesn't matter. All the links are down below. So you guys, let's talk about it. Recently, I have done a webinar where we talked about manifestation, and I was coaching, and I was asking one-on-one your questions and doubts. And at some point, the subject of releasing the battle came through because I saw this. It's not even a mistake. It's understandable, this attitude of mind that happens over and over and over again, either in the comment section or during coaching or in general when people are trying to consciously manifest something in their life. So here's the thing when I say release the battle. You guys, as I cannot stop saying, you're always manifesting. This is not something that you learn. This is not something that you have to be good at. You already are a master manifestor. You're manifesting when it comes down to the sector of your reality. So not entirely what happens in the world, because that is a collective manifestation, but certainly what happens to you and your experience, you have control over them. Especially like the important experience. You're always manifesting, and reality is a mirror of your state of consciousness. I know I said it before, but I cannot stop saying it because you guys still sometimes you need to be reminded of this. So what happens is this. What you guys need to understand is that you are not fighting your world. You're not fighting your circumstances. All you got to do is shift to a different reality. If you want to know more about shifting into a parallel reality, the theory of parallel universe, I actually have videos that are more scientific based, even though I'm not a scientist or anything like that, but I did many research on the subject, and you can watch them there on my channel. I will probably put them over here if I find them. But here's the thing, many people oftentimes, and I've been there before, everything that I say comes from my experience and the experience of the people around me and my clients, and I feel that I have arrived to a certain level of expertise when it comes down to occult stuff and manifestation because of all the mistakes that I've done. And I think that expertise honestly comes from experiencing and making mistakes, so you learn what works. And obviously, you should do that too, so you're gonna learn what works best for you. But hear me out. So you guys, oftentimes we perceive our circumstances and manifestation as, I need to change this. I need to make my SP conform. I need reality to conform. And I'm going to make a different video on how I detest that word, because it's just like, it's all wrong. You guys, when you think about anything that has to conform, you're thinking, even subconsciously, and this is not a limiting belief, this actually happens, you're thinking about fighting your reality. I'm going to fight my SP being like this because I'm going to affirm, and then my experience is going to change, or the situation with money is going to change, or I'm going to sell the house, or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Just the word conforming. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody that talks about this is wrong, but it's just a mindset. You're trying to fight reality. You're trying to battle with your circumstances. And I see this so many times because since I started doing a little bit of coaching again, immediately, the majority of people were telling me so much about their circumstances, which is fine. I understand you guys need to vent a little bit. I get it. But then it was like, but because this person did this, and then this person did that, and they're saying this, and this is happening in my life, and this is the circumstances, and so I have to affirm. How do I change that? I need to change that. I need to affirm this for changing that. And I was like, first and foremost, calm down. You guys, you need to calm down. There is no one to battle. There is nothing to fight. Seriously, for multiple reasons. First and foremost, that whatever circumstances you're dealing with, I do not care. I listen to you because I want to listen to you guys, but they don't matter. We already know that, right? Okay. Then after we know that they don't matter, why they don't matter? Because you, somehow, some way, because of your thoughts, because of your belief system, because of your subconscious mind, and it happens even to the best of us, by the way, you have shifted because you're always shifting in sectors of reality, whether you know it or not. The law works whether you know it or not. You're always shifting into realities. You have shifted into a very annoying reality. That's all that is happening. So tell me why you're going to battle that reality when the only thing that you're supposed to do instead is say goodbye. I'm not fighting. First and foremost, the more you fight and react to circumstances, the more excess potential you're creating. What is excess potential? Fighting and fighting the circumstances, reacting and reacting, making this manifestation as the most important thing in your life, which it is, but it's too much. There's too much fight. There's too much effort. There is too much I want and I need to change that. This is essentially excess potential. Easy peasy. You're going to say, I don't need to fight anything because there are multiple realities available for me. And creation is finished, and the only thing that I need to do is to let go of the fight. Do you understand? Like, comment down below and let me know when I tell you just you don't have to fight anything, how that makes you feel. When I realized and I understood this about life and reality creation in general, I felt like a burden was off my heart. Seriously, I was like, I don't need to fight this. Allow people in your experience to be who they are. Yeah, I know. Allow people and circumstances to be what they are. Accept that in that sector of reality, things are going like that. I know. No, I don't want to accept it. I don't need to accept it. Of course you don't have to. Of course you're going to shift to a better reality. But for the moment, for the microsecond 5 minutes that you're doing this exercise, release the battle. Release the fight. SP is behaving like this and that. Leave it. That is not the SP you want to be with anyway. That it's the money and the shitty situation you're dealing with. That it's not the reality you want to select. You are always getting what you choose. The more you pay attention, the more you react to circumstances, the more you're fighting your reality, the more you're choosing that reality through attention. You don't need to fight. The only thing that you gotta do is shift. How? I'll tell you. Apart from the things that we already know. But see, once you understand that you're not fighting anything, then the way you affirm, it's completely different. You have shifted already because you're saying, okay, I don't need to change this circumstance. I don't have to fight. I don't have to battle. I don't have to micromanage and control everything. All I gotta do is shift myself, is shift my thoughts. So you start affirming coming from this mindset or visualizing or whatever method of choice. I will say affirmation. Lately, I've been affirming a lot more than visualizing. So you start affirming and affirming and affirming. Now, what is going to happen? Possibly, some people, honestly, I have some recent clients that they have been able, like one of my clients was manifesting a new job. She was able to manifest it in one day after coaching. Then she wanted an even better job, and we were working on that. She shifted in one day just because she applied this, and I'm so proud of her. If you're watching, I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited. So it can happen even in one day. Now, if it doesn't happen in one day, don't you worry. You are already doing everything correctly. You just keep affirming. And what could possibly happen? You might see signs, you might see nothing, or sometimes you might see even more obstacles. No matter what happens, we are not fighting reality. Reality is a game, as Florence Kovachin would put it. We just have to know how to play the game of life. And we know how to play the game of life. We just think thoughts of the end results that we want to achieve. So you keep affirming. You don't get discouraged. Now, esoterically speaking, follow me through. This is not a limiting belief, please. Esoterically speaking, in the universe, there are forces called the balancing forces. Magic is literally not only the language to communicate with the universe and your subconscious mind and to make this energy work in your favor, but is really the art of harmony and balance. The witch and the magician knows how to utilize this energy and remain solidly in balance, which in short terms mean this. I know it's done. Whatever spell or manifestation I want, I know it's done. And I don't get swayed by any circumstances because I'm in control. I know how to utilize this energy. So there are some forces that are called the balancing forces. So when you start changing yourself and you start changing your thoughts, many people experience unwanted circumstances. That's just the balancing forces coming through to sway you back and forth. And also the thought forms called also pendulum. By the way, I need to make other videos about this. This is more esoteric. You don't have to believe this if you don't want to. But there are these pendulums that are trying to push you back into your old self, and they're pushing you back and forth, back and forth. All you gotta do, even if you don't believe in any of this stuff, all you gotta do is stay still, stay in balance so you don't get affected by anything that is happening externally. Because again, you remind yourself that you are not fighting, neither battling reality. You're simply shifting. And in the process of shifting, it could be while you're moving into a different reality that some things will annoy you here and there. Don't despair. Even if you don't believe in any of the stuff that I said, please do not despair. You are gonna get where you want. It's just a matter of time. You should affirm any minute now it's gonna happen. I do not care if you took a month, 2 months, a year, 3 days, 1 day. It's all about the mindset. When the mind will shift, you will shift. Some people take longer, some people take less. It's all about you. But you're gonna make it so much faster if you stop fighting your circumstances. If you stop fighting and battling reality and perceive reality to be a battle. Look around, observe people. Look at all the people that believe that life is a battle. Look at their circumstances. They're constantly manifesting obstacles and another. I have been there. I was one of those people that believed that life is a battle and you have to work hard and you have to go and get your things. And then what I was manifesting, constantly opposition, and still nowadays sometimes, because that limiting belief is rooted in the subconscious, still I sometimes manifest obstacle. But what did I learn in all these years of applying both magic and manifestation? I learned not to despair. And my husband was the one that taught me the greatest lesson about releasing the battle. He's the most graceful person I have ever met. No matter what happens to him, he's always capable of smiling. He's always capable of remaining balanced and say, I accept what is, but I'll get what I want. I have never seen someone doing it so naturally. He told me he used to be like me and then he learned. And from him, like being with him all the time, I just learned I need to stop doing this. I need to stop reacting and battling reality. It does not matter. Look at him. He's always affirming. He's always like not reacting. I don't even know how to explain it. It's simply like he released the battle. He doesn't battle reality, and consistently he gets what he wants. Now I'm very similar to him. It's just that sometimes I take longer because I'm battling reality. And then I learned I don't have to. And guys, the magic. If you stop and release the battle completely, you don't despair and keep affirming, no matter what happens, your entire world starts changing. People start treating you differently. Your ESP conforms, if you want to use that word, or comes through, or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest comes to you. It's so weird. Like, you don't need even go out there and get it. It literally comes to you. Now, you might think I attracted, but all that happened, you shifted reality. Because see, you guys, I want to repeat this again. You are always shifting in sectors of reality because you're always thinking, and you cannot stop thinking or identifying with something or sitting in some state of consciousness. So that's all I wanted to say for today's video. Comment down below. Let me know your stories, because first and foremost, I always answer you and I read all the comments, but I'm really curious on what you think about this. But seriously, you guys, half of the work, it's attention, what you pay attention to, your affirmation, but it's also understanding that there is no point battling your reality because you're not even interested in that reality in the first place. You want to move somewhere else when there is no fight. And a client of mine today asked me, but how do I not react? How do I stop battling? And I said, one of the coolest exercise that you can do, sorry, the video is a little bit longer, but one of the, and I need to stop saying that as well. One of the coolest exercise that you can do is this. So every single time when you're getting mad or you're reacting to circumstances, you are in the character. You're completely reacting, you're going with your emotion, and you don't even know how to stop or control that. So my suggestion is try to practice waking up from the dream. Meaning, in other words, during the day, you are doing your stuff, your chores, you are completely in your character, or you are reacting to a circumstance. Stop for a second and say, stop, wake up. You wake up, you become conscious in the present moment, and then try to see yourself. So Naya, for example, I see Naya in a movie theater. So she's a character in a movie. Have you noticed that when we go and watch movies, let's say a romantic comedy or something, and then the main character does something very stupid, she reacts to her SP and she cries or she talks badly, she does something. As an audience, like let's say you're watching this movie with friends, you will be like, oh, she shouldn't have done that. She shouldn't have done that. Like she should have answered in this way. Or especially when we're watching horror movies, have you noticed how we know so much and we're always like, oh, they shouldn't have gone to the house that was built in a cemetery. That was dumb, right? We always comment and we always think that we know better, or we would have acted in a better way than the character does. But the truth is, no. We are saying those things because we see the character from the screen. We're not involved emotionally. See, that's the same thing you gotta do. Imagine yourself, you, like Naya, as the character in the screen. So you got the circumstances that you don't like, wake up from the dream, wake yourself up, be in the present moment, and see the circumstances from as an audience, like from the stage, not from the stage, so you're not the character, but from the audience perspective. And then affirm. And then stop battling reality. You will see that the emotional reaction will be drastically reduced because you took a step back, and instead of identify with that character, yourself in that moment experiencing that thing, you have saw yourself from the audience perspective. That says, oh my God, I can't speak. This is a great exercise to stop reacting to circumstances and completely releasing the battle. Try it and comment down below. It will work. And guys, if you do this, the more you release the battle, the more you allow whatever reality to be what it is, and you instead focus on something else, the fastest you're gonna have your manifestation. You just have to do it. You just have to apply it. Okay, you guys, I hope this video was useful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys also on Patreon and in my next videos. I love you guys. Bye.